Alright, so what we're doing now is we're going to explore a production template. It's github.com/LSUXRstudio. We can go ahead and grab it under production template right here. And the easiest way to download this is to scroll down to setup and download latest release. And then we'll unzip it and move it to a folder location that we want. So I'll click this, click save. I'll go ahead and download it. I'll press open to open it, and I'll click extract to extract all. I'm going to browse. I'm going to put this actually on a cloud location on Box. This works out well, so I can pick and choose what I want to sync over to my computer. I'm going to dump this into this particular folder here and over here, and I'll make a new folder here for group 2. And click in there, and I'll go ahead and select folder. Extract. So it should just take a second. Once that extracts, looks something like this. It retains that top level folder, so I'm just going to drag everything out of here and move it up to group 2. And then I'll delete that folder, which should be empty. So I'll right click and press delete and say yes. Just to do a quick rundown of what's inside here. Inside of production, we have script, schedule, shot list, storyboard, references, notes, reports. These all have a little blank README in there. It just says this README is left intentionally blank. It's just here to preserve the folder structure and version control systems. If we uploaded empty folders to GitHub, nothing would happen, so that has to have something inside there. Then what we also have is a place for project files. So any piece of software that's a particular project file we can store over here. Yep. There's nothing inside those folders. The media folder has a lot of stuff going on. Underneath the video folder here, we have an originals. This is probably most important getting started. This is where we'll dump the footage from something like Hedge. This is mainly here as a reminder. So 2022-05-02 is May 2nd, 2022 with day 1. Hedge can actually make all that for you. We'll show that in a different video. And inside here we'll have ACAM, you could have ACAM, BCAM, you could have Red Komodo, ARRI Alexa, whatever. And then that next folder, A001, is just for each time you dump footage. That'll be ACAM, Reel 1, for instance. And these little readmes are nice. I put in here just kind of reminders about what each of these folders do. So yeah, when you actually dump footage, you'll probably end up deleting this first one. Proxies is where you can store proxies if you make something in Blackmagic Proxy Generator or Adobe Media Encoder. You can put those proxies in there and link them up in your NLE, stock footage, behind the scenes footage, live capture. We use live capture with Assimilate Live FX. Sometimes we'll do live captures on set. Audio. Same deal, we have an originals folder there, voiceover, ADR, music, sound mixes, sound effects, graphics. So if we need 3D assets that we want to load over here, we can put that there. CDLs, these are useful. A lot of times on set we'll be creating like a live grade, and we can export a CDL for that live grade on set as a starting point in Resolve. Fonts, logos, LUTs, then exports, and then an exports folder here for dailies review, final deliverables, stills, archive. The dailies, this is convenient having on Box, because then for dailies we can just share that Box link from there. Anything that we put into review. Final deliverables is an important folder too. This is where if we have like a web deliverable or a DCP, we put there any stills we want to pull out, and then archive once we're done. Okay, the scenes folder. This folder is most useful for when the media folder is brought into your NLE like Resolve or Premiere. The scene 01 here, this is where you'll go in your NLE and then organize what you've stored under video originals. So video originals is just organized by day. and by memory card dump. And in your NLE, what you'll do is go to this folder and make a scene 01, scene 02, scene 03, and then put that media into this media folder here, so it's organized that way. These little markdown folders here, this is just a reminder so that in your NLE you'll make a timeline or a sequence for scene 01 selects, for your scene 01, cut 1, and then you can actually build your timeline that way. That relates to this last folder here, timelines. These will be sort of like your master timeline. That's just a compilation of your scenes and then cuts from there. So you can have a first cut, a second cut in there. And that is the production template.